Hi, I'm Mark from Mark the Cyberbeast, and today we're going to talk about a really cool option for your rear seat people. This is power for your USB for the underneath the console screen for the rear seats. Now, the reason why I like this is because, as you know, the two USB-C outlets that are there are so low and they're so hidden. You have to like crawl underneath, right, with a flashlight and try to find them. And then when you finally do find them, you find out, oh look, there's an AC adapter here too, right? So it's one of those things where they probably could have put these in a better place. So the cool thing about this, it brings those USB-C and it adds the old style USB up towards the top. You also have a light switch, so you have a light there. Real super simple installation, very inexpensive to do, and it's a real nice feature. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna jump in the back seat this time. And as you can see, I've got a USB plug right here on the bottom, okay? It's just not real easy for someone to find, you know, especially if they're buckled in a seat, right? You don't want them having to unbuckle their seat, crawl on the floor and look for that thing, right? Now, the cool thing is with the AC adapter, you can feel for it and find it, but these USB-Cs are so small, it makes it hard. So you've got this, and the great thing is you've got this crease right here where this kind of clips into over here. Now, theoretically, that's all you have to do, but it's not really fastened in, so if you pull it out, this is going to flop. So what you're going to want to do, it comes with double-sided tape. The great thing is, they're going to go ahead and give you some cleaning material. This is probably isopropyl alcohol on a nice little cotton swab. And you just tear it right open like this. And what I'm going to do is do a light pass through where these stickers are going to be, which is going to be right underneath here. So right here, I'm just going to go across here and across on this side, just clean off any residual dirt that may be there. There probably shouldn't be any. I'll clean some of the top since I got it open, right? Use it for some other things. All right. Now, you just peel back the double-sided tape here. You'll notice that there's two USB-C plugs. That's to make sure it gives it enough power. So it uses both outlets, okay? So you don't want to use both of them to plug into. And you'll still have access to the AC adapter, I'm sorry, the AC power outlet. All right, so now that that's in there, I'm gonna go right in the middle. Press this in like that, make sure I'm nice in the middle, and then I'm just going to push up to adhere that to it, and that should be in there just like that. Now, I left this cord in here so I can easily feel where this goes. All right, and I'm just going to pop in this side, just like that. I'm going to look for the other side, and I apologize, this is just, it's hard to see, and that's why I like this thing, because honestly, like right now, I'm trying to find that USB plug, and it's just so darn hard to find it. I'm gonna have to crawl underneath here and look for it. And the last thing you want to do is have your kids unfasten their seatbelt to look for their plug to plug in, whether it's their phone or their toy. Here it is, and get it in there. It's just, you know, for the price, I don't know the exact price. It's under 50 bucks though. I mean, honestly, it's a no-brainer. But again, this is where Tesla should have put these in a better place. Now, maybe engineering-wise, there wasn't a better place for it. And I found it. Now I just have to get it in there. But you can imagine, if you're a kid with small hands and very little patience, how hard it is to get that in. Now, you've got this button here in the middle. And if you see, you've got a light underneath here. See that? Small light, but enough, right? And you could go two different levels with it, but you got your USB-C and your USB, so I can just simply plug it in here like this. Now we've got the double-sided tape in there, so when I pull this out, this is going to come sliding and moving around, and that's it. Now we're going to have the link for this below, obviously, because we want you to make sure that you go ahead and use our link and get these products. This is going to be awesome for your people using a screen back here, which is usually the kids, but it can be adults too. Make it real easy for them. And like I said, this was something that I think Tesla could have done from the factory. Instead of the way they did it, they could have done this and handled it better. Now, and yet another add-on clip. Since we're talking about more power in this episode, I really want to talk about something I touched on in a very, very early episode. I think it was probably, geez, my second or third episode, is USB power hubs for your glove box. Now, the important thing about this is that you use the correct one. I'm going to open up my glove box and show you what I do. So, I'm going to pull it out, and we'll have the link for this below as well. You'll see my USB key for my Sentry that came with it from Tesla, but you'll also see another USB key, SanDisk, that actually has my MP3 files for my music. We talked about this, how you can add your own music if you don't want Spotify, if you want to add to Spotify. If you've got your music ripped from CD to MP3 like I do, you're just going to start running out of USB outlets. And also, too, the location of some of these outlets here in the console, you really probably don't want to put a thumb drive like that, because then you'll drop it, right? And you'll hit into it, and may even break it inside the unit. And so to avoid that, I highly recommend these hubs. Now again, this will have the USB-C as well as the older style USB in here, but you can't just go to Amazon and get any old one. There are certain ones because they have to be powered enough to run these, okay? And this will work. We have the link for one that will work for the Sentry and for your music, and it's kind of shaped like a Cybertruck too. You see that? So we'll have that link. Definitely recommend getting this. Keep it in your glove box so it's out of the way. And that's the other USB power option that I keep in my truck at all times. And don't forget, when you want to make sure that you get the faster USB drives and get enough storage on it too. This is also where you're going to be putting your locking chime in case you want to modify your sound when you lock the doors and walk away, like we talked about in another episode. Just going to throw this away. We've got some more products we're reviewing this week as well. I'm probably going to have a little bit of a vacation next week in the Florida Keys, so I'm not sure how many videos I'll be producing, but bear with me. It's still going to be daily content. The only Cybertruck YouTube channel with daily content right here, Mark of the Cyberbeast. So as always, like, comment, subscribe, share this channel with others, and we'll see you again tomorrow.